Hey, what's up, Jason here? And just got back from a nice little movie day today. Had a great time, and saw a really cool movie that I wanted to talk to you about called Lamborghini. Um, we actually went to go see Wakanda Forever. However, if you know you, if you've been in Johannesburg, uh, you know, like, hey, just because whatever the times they say on the internet that the movie gonna start and do the low shitting and stuff, you just don't really know. So it turned out we was about 45 minutes late, and so we just picked a different movie called Lamborghini. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I had zero expectations this movie was gonna be any good. I just didn't know what it was about, never heard of it. And it was a really cool movie because it was talking about the guy who invented, well, his name is Ferrucci Lamborghini, who's the creator of Lamborghini cars. But if, he started out with tractors, which was something I didn't know. And then he moved into the Lamborghini car, and it was a really good movie because it really showed you the power of the law of attraction, also the power of making a decision and being committed to it. And so after he created this great tractor, he had a clutch in there where everything worked great, and it was a hybrid engine before there was hybrid engines. If you want to listen to places like Ford and Chevy, um, and so after he did that, he started realizing his Ferraris, like the clutch wasn't as good as the clutch he had on his tractors. And so when he went to the Ferrari place owner, he asked him, he was like, hey, could I help you out with your clutches? I feel like I have something that can make it better. And the guy pretty much told him, you ain't shit. And that really motivated him to be like, you know what? I don't need your Ferrari. I can make my own luxury custom car because I have a better clutch than you. I know I can get it done. And not telling the whole story, but as they were trying to make that first, uh, what they call it, word, the first prototype of Lamborghini, everyone was telling them why it would not work. And he kept telling them, well, figure it out. Figure it out. And it was a very valuable lesson because how many times in life have I told myself, oh, this isn't possible? Have you even maybe told yourself something isn't possible? And the thing is, we need to stop focusing on what isn't possible and focus on how can we get what we want. If you want to be a millionaire, how can you do that? Break it down into simple numbers. What does that mean you need to make a month? What does that mean you need to make an hour? What do you need to make a day? What do you need to make a minute? Like, break things down to simple numbers. Because most people be like, oh, well, getting $1 million, that's a lot. But could you probably make $250 a day? Like, there's people who do that on a daily basis. So it's like, we have to start focusing on what we want. We have to make a decision about what we want and be committed to it. Even when everybody around us is saying, hey, this isn't possible, you have to say, fuck it. I'm going to make it possible. And this was something that really hit home with me after watching the movie because as I'm building this large, my goal right now is to build the world's, well, not the world's largest, but the largest brand management firm here in Johannesburg. Because I feel like there's a lot of opportunities here in South Africa, and people just don't understand brand management and how to get their brand going. So I created a brand management firm, and that's what we help people with. And there's times where even I have like self doubt, like, oh, well, this isn't possible, this isn't possible. And that movie was like really right on time. I'm gonna be honest with you because it showed me focus on what you can do. What can I do today? What can I do at this moment? What can I do to be better? How can I pitch something better? If one place said no, let me go find 10 other places until I get a yes. Like all of these different things. And so, like, really, just for a takeaway, like, think about it in your life. Like, what do you want? Whether it's a relationship, if you want better health, or if you're looking for more money, like, what do you want? And then make a decision and commit to getting that goal. It doesn't matter. Like, I like to use weight loss as most of my examples because someone going from the extremes of over 550 plus pounds, which was well over 600, looking back at the pictures now and understanding how bad of health I was in, and compared to who I am now. So that's one of the reasons why I always stick to using health or weight loss as an example, because if you want to start losing weight, you have to make a decision and commit to not eating the way you've been eating. And this is something most people don't want to talk about. You cannot you cannot outwork a bad diet. It's the same way as like you cannot out earn bad spending habits. You have to be committed to the decision of who you want to be. And that's the key to life. Like we've been told time and time again, these people are special, these people are special. And the truth was they were struggling. This dude, he went through some shit. His life was not that great. Like he probably didn't have the worst life in the world, but think about it this way. His wife was pregnant and she ended up dying giving birth. Does that really sound like a perfect life? Like we have to start realizing all the people who came before us that's very successful in life, the people that the history books talk about, they were committed and they made a decision on being who they wanted to be. So why don't you do it too? So I hope you got some value from that. I know this one was a little late if you're in Joburg. So hit the like button, share this with someone who may could use this information, and I will talk to you tomorrow.